Alright, back in my panhead bars here. So I just did a measurement from the edge of here to the tip of the grip, basically. And looks like I guessed pretty good last time I worked on these for overall width. We're coming in about 15.5 inches on both sides. So you put that on the edge of that, and you go over here, and you see it's about 15.5 inches. I did the same thing from this side over here, and it'd be about the same if you had it lined up over there. Which we can do right here. And you see it's about the same thing. So I know I want the handlebar to be roughly about the same spot here. Pretty close. So I'm going to mark it for the felt tip. At least that'll give me some kind of an idea how much more into the bore I need to make. Let's see, that's not a very fine tip, but it'll have to do. Twin cam parts. I guess they're single cam now. Stupid ass new Harleys. Okay, so we now have a mark. So these are grips I'm going to use, and that's the end of the handlebar that we took off. Measure the grip and see how far it goes in here. So you just hold your finger on it where it belongs. Stick it on there and see if it's about the same. So the grip's going to overhang about 1/4 inch, which means I'm not going to be very happy because that sucks. So that means I'll probably have to do a little bit of an extension or something. I'll probably put like a little sleeve right here. Get that extra 1/4 inch. Or I'll have to shorten this grip way up. Looks like I can probably just shorten the grip way up. It's hard to tell how deep it is. Looks like the inside of the grip's about even with this edge right here. Yeah, I can shorten the grip up, won't be a problem. I just cut the grip right here. It'll be fine. Okay, good. A lot less work. Now this is for your spark retard over here. Advancing retard. Stock, they have a spring that goes in here. I don't particularly like a lot of springs, so I'll probably put a solid bush in there so I don't have a lot of slop in this. Because I yank on my throttle and dump the clutch, I don't want my hand to go like this, sliding. Which it might do. But that could be changed at any point. Okay, so now I got this marked over here. We know on the grip, or on the throttle here, we need to have 5 inches down here. Yeah, we're just under 5 inches. So it's right here, just under 5 inch. Get you over here, you can see it a little better. Okay, so it's about 50 thou less. Let's see here. So take this off. Alright, so there's how much we got hanging out. So we need 5 inches off the end of this. Minus a little bit. Come up our line just a skosh. And puts us about 4 3/8 inches we need to add on. Now, how much throttle do we have here? This one's got almost 4 inches deep. How deep was this grip? Got that same 1/4 inch too much, so we'll trim this one to fit too. Okay, good thing I know how to do that. Okay, so double check our measurement. So 4 3/8 inches. Gotta put the handlebar flush with the end of this, which is where I kind of like having to be more or less. You can usually back it up just a tick so the grip doesn't drag in there, but these are cup shaped in there, so they probably won't drag much anyway. But so we'll give it an extra 1/16 less just to make sure. So that makes it instead of 3/8. Where's our number at? What number are we using? I already forgot, didn't it? 5 inches long. So 3/8. So yeah, I just make it 4 5/16 inches is the length I need. Next thing is I got to get the diameter that I need. So there's a couple different ways we can do this. I can take a piece of 1-inch pipe, make a sleeve to go in here, a sleeve in the other piece, and butt weld it on there with a sleeve in the middle, which is quick and simple. Or I can take a big piece of metal, turn it down, and press it in there all one piece and weld it in. So we got 2 different ways of doing it. So depending on what your clearances are, they're equal strength. Just no matter which kind of work you want to do. So I don't know what kind of metal I got laying around, so let's go find out. Now, how close is this to the 1 inch on the inside? 1041, so it's not even close to 1 inch. So it can be way over 1 inch, it wouldn't matter. It will matter on down here though. So it appears. So almost 5/8 of an inch it matters. Oh, that's pretty much what we got hanging out here. And this is under 1 inch. 976, so they cheated on that 1 inch. So what have they got in here to work with? And this is 9 inch, is 1 inch. So it's looking for a couple thou under an inch is what this is looking for to clamp on. And of course our 1 inch handlebar is 978. 981. It's 90, so it's 20 thou under. Great. So that means when you clamp this down all the way, it's 973. So this thing's just about bottomed out. So that means what we really need is to make this bigger right here. I don't want to do that. I can cut this off, and I could have clean metal to go on. I can make it all the correct size, so this will have a good solid bite. Seeing it's going to go on my race bike, I probably want that good solid bite. So that means I'll probably make the adapter piece the length of what this is, and I'll cut this off extra. That means I can't go backwards. Because right now I could put this right back in there and go backwards if I want. But if I cut it, I won't be able to do that. So I have to make a decision if I want to do that or not. A lot of decisions to make. So, probably why these things don't fit too well most of the time. Kind of wanted the option to go backwards on this thing, but I don't think it's going to allow me to do that. That's right on it. Yeah. Decisions. Well, we got a few minutes to make a decision. I don't know what that's going to be yet. It'll be something though. Probably pretty good, whatever it is. Let's go see what I got in material to cut up. That'll probably be most of my decision. There's some aluminum right here, but we can't weld aluminum to steel, so that won't work. But I could press it in. I could beat that thing in that bar and press it in there pretty far up in there, and it probably would work. But if it came loose, I'd be screwed, so I don't like that idea too much. Especially on a drag bike where you're yanking on it pretty hard. That really sucked out of the grip, come off your hand while you dump the clutch, and come off the line sideways. Would get interesting pretty quick. Okay, so what do we got in 1 inch? Here's some rusty junk. Some other stuff. I'm thinking one of these 1 inch, one's 1 1/8 inches. Go over here and measure it. The camera's in the way. Dark over here too. Oh, what a shocker. 1 1/8 inches. Means this must be 1 inch. Oh, what a shocker. It's 1 inch. Oh, it's already got a hole in it and everything. Ooh, look how odd around that is though. Oh yeah, it's nice round. Okay, so we could use this. I'd have to clean it up to make it round, at least semi-round. Right now it ain't very round. Okay, I can make my own tube real quick by doing that. I like that method better than welding a bunch of crap together. Never have been much for that. Okay, so I'm going to use this 1 inch. Alright, let me get some more stuff. We'll be back. Okay, we got the piece of metal here we're going to use. We got it hanging out of the vise, or the chuck here, about 6 inches or so. We need 5 3/4 inches overall length. That'll be 5 inches to the throttle base. And we measured 4 3/8 from this side out. And then we need 1 3/8 inches sticking out here, so we don't count this collar basically. So we need to get it 5 3/4 overall. 4 3/8 plus 1 3/8 is 5 3/4. I think. Do that math in your head. Okay, so right now this piece of bar stock is all screwed up here, and it's also bent. It bounces around a lot. So I got turned down a little bit, but it doesn't get straight until about right here. Kind of need some good part of the throttle over here. So I need to get this thing turned straight, but not too far down in size. So let's see how it works on the center. Here's our center. See, we don't want to do that. Turn the noise off would help. So if we're going to do it on center, I got to hold it out the very end down here, so it's got room to flex, vibrate, and make all kinds of weird noises. Alright, let's see what we get. It's still moving around, but not as bad. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing down a little bit, and if it doesn't chatter, we're alright. So let's see if it's going to chatter. Probably will. This thing's hanging way the hell out. The next thing is to go cut it off and do it that way. Alright, let's see what we get. might take a while. Pretty sure it will. Alright, let's see what diameter we're winding up with over here. We're still trying to keep our 1-inch number in here close. Okay, right now we're at 1 inch. The problem is we're still bouncing around over here a lot. We've got material to work over here, but not over here. So that center over there is screwing with us a little bit. So we need a little bit different center. Alright, so next thing we're going to try, so way the hell down here and hold it. Right above where I cut it. Appears to be pretty centered on this. Alright. It's always fun trying to fix a piece of crap. Let's see what it takes to make this round. Alright, that's what it took to make it round. At least right there. I think our center's pretty close. Very flat on that face either. All right. Still walking around a little bit, but closer. Go down here at the end of it again. let's see what diameter we got now. Might want to just cut the end of this thing off. Okay. We're still bigger than this, so we got room to work. That's all that matters. Okay, so I can hold this on the other end, and I can return this after I chop it off. At the dimension I need, which is 5 3/4 inches. We need 4 3/8 inches, which is way down here. Oop, get if you can see it. There's 3/8. You go another 3/8, get you the 3/4, and you got an inch added on. So that'd be 5 3/4 what we need overall length. Assuming we don't have any more problems. So I'm gonna go cut it off 5 3/4 inches. So I need to get to go back here to the bandsaw, do some cutting. And that leaves me an extra 1/16 of an inch because I didn't shorten off that extra 1/16 yet. But I already know about it. Starting to cool off finally today. Okay, so one bandsaw. Five 3/4 inches. Oop, too much. And a little extra. All right, that's 3/4 plus our 1/16. Let's go until it cuts off. Just getting broke it in. 2018. 40 years old. Yeah, I made this jaw here when I was in college. It's billet. Cut that out of a big piece of scrap metal. A lot of work. Little billet, see, all one piece. Replaced the stock piece of crop when it was not. Okay, my measuring device. Okay, so now we got one short one, one long one. You have to figure out which one you want to use. It's a secret. Chop tour. There, to the door. There's my shop tool. How'd you like it? Quick and simple, so I do them. Okay, so this one's long. This one should be the right length. Assuming we made the right length. Appears to be about 5 3/4 inches. Yeah, we were just a tick short. We had an extra 1/16 though, so we're alright. So now just put that in there like that. That should average out the air. We got to face this thing off square. It's fun working here, this thing in my way. good. Let's see how round this is. Not very. Kind of a reference to see where we're at. Alright, that's enough to measure from. Okay. Let's see how big it's going to be when we're done. Okay, now I got to drill a hole in the end of it. Over to our chuck. Center drill. Big one. Power that thing into there. Fun to do with the camera in the way. Should be cut a little bit faster to do this, but I don't feel like changing the speed, so let's go with this one. We're in second gear right now. Only got 3 speeds. Not counting low range. It's not good on my chuck. Welded itself in there. It's hard on a drill chuck when you're spinning the inside of that. Feel alright. Alright, now we have a center. Turn the noise off. Go back to our center. These are held on with taper over here. So it's called a Morris taper. I think this is number 2. Just slams in there like that. That's all that holds it. No bolts required. Okay. I got the edge here where we held it before, where it's all machined. Put this one in there, center it, tighten it up, tighten that one up. There you go. And look, it's turning halfway true. Let's look. A lot truer than it did. That's how we did that. Okay. Now let's see what diameter we got this thing set at. Hopefully be around 1 inch. We're a little bit under 1 inch is what I'm shooting for. It's going to be right about 97. 96 right now, 996. We're going to powder coat this thing, so we're going to want to be at least 95, 500 at least. Everyone thin powder coat. So anything from 990 to 995 I'm good with. The throttle's 30 thou over at least, so it doesn't really matter. It could be right on size, but I'm going to turn it down to whatever it takes to clean it, no extra. Alright, so now I just got to cut this down a little bit, see what we come up with. There's 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. engaged. Cutting oil. Contact. Here's where we're cutting. The bar's not straight, it's just rough forged. That's how bar's made. It's extruded out and shrunk down so it comes out one piece, and it's not real accurate. So it's always out around. 1-inch bar stock is not 1 inch, it's 10 only to 10 over it. Not counting the rust. This is our first pass. Let's see what we got to work with, and we'll do a little extra. Out of the way a little bit. That's only about halfway what we need. Do not feed it into the chuck, that's bad. That's it. Okay, there's our low spot, so we're dragging a bit across the low spot. See all the bang marks in the tubing there, and bar stock. Those ones cleaned up. So when you're working with crap, you get crap. That's how that works. Alright, so our biggest spot's going to be between the machine marks where it matters. Don't look, we have a place that's 180 apart yet. We're close right to here. So we're 99 right now. Good, we got material to work with. Okay, so I'm going to give it 2, 4... pretty bad. So there's 6 thousandths right there. Doubtful this is really going to clean any. Oh, we'll see. You never know. That looks halfway decent. We're engaged. Sounds a lot more even than it did. I know it's not clean though. Got a black spot that keeps coming around the low spot. half of it out. Almost round. Should be around 993 on the size right now. Guess I'm gonna have to cut it down some more and make it more round. I don't think I'll make it round. No reason to. Honestly, it's not round either, so it's not that important. As long as I got something to hold on to cut the other side, all that matters. Oh yeah, that looks wonderful. That's some nice precision bar stock that we're using here. Looks pretty good on this end. It looks like crap on this end. It's a good thing once you powder coat it, you won't see any of that. It looks horrible. Yep, it definitely does not look pretty. Alright, let's see what diameter we got. Looks like we're 92. It's a less than I thought it was. Alright, well that's about enough. We're leaving it there. We're not going to cut any more of that off. That would be enough. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Nice and crappy looking. You can definitely feel the low spots in that thing, but see, that's a handlebar. We'll live with it. It's not that important. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it around the other way here. I got to turn this down on this side a little bit. So we got to figure out where the good part of the chuck is going to be hitting at. We need at least a couple of jaws to hit on some good material. Looks like it's spinning pretty true. That'd be kind of important. True is definitely important. Okay, now we got to cut this thing down to the next size. So that's going to be smaller than we got. I don't know how big that's going to be when we're done. To measure the handlebar. A bit less than this though. Okay, so let's give this a little bit of a cut. Oil on here. Nobody likes when I use oil. Alright, we're going to go in 1 3/8 inches in. About down to here. Looks like crap, doesn't it? A little bit uneven. Alright. Close as we get it. We are about 20 thou, 30 thou less than we need to be. It's a good place to stop. Alright. First pass down. That cutting must be pretty dull. That'd be my guess. the metal off. Not cutting, ripping. We're going to have to go sharpen this bit. Pretty sure it's dull. Only on the part that's cutting. Hey, got a good chip going finally. See what it does in backwards. Get a 10th thou in reverse. That's a lot better in reverse. That's a sharper on that side. All right. This thing out of the way. Figure out what size we need. Okay, we're going to be something around less than 40 here on the dial, which should be 840. And we're at 912. So that's 72,000 more we got to take off, plus a few more, about 75,000 more to take off of here. Okay, so I need to go sharpen my bit up a little bit because I think this one's dull. Pretty sure this one's not happy with us at all. So we need to go do something about that. Usually that means sharpening, or at least flipping it to a different part of the bit. So let's see what we got here. Get that out of here. So this here's our cutting edge that we've been using. Appears to have been sharpened more than once already. So that edge right there is supposed to be sharp. Right in there. My guess is it's not very sharp. There's a nice sharp one over there. Fine tip. Fine tip. So these are finer cutting edges over here. It appears to be, looks like somebody abused it last time, because that edge is not very sharp either. So this is ready to be sharpened. Let's go right over here to a sharpening device called a grinder. And we just freehand it like I do everything else around here. Feel sharp. Alright, so sharpened all two sides now. This one here is still feels a little dull. Now you can see this a lot better than I can. On camera I can't really see anything here, but big screen you can see how sharp the edges on the angles there. Oop, fire would help. So anyway, we're going to put one of these two good sides over here. I can try the bad side too. What the hell, I'm here. Let's try the bad one, see if the bad one cuts any good. That's this one here. Got a lot of negative on it. That's for cutting crappy material like this, negative. Alright. This pit here is 44 on the dial. Right there. You can see I was already cutting up there. 20, 30 thumbs. Plus a little extra probably. A little dab of oil on there, make everybody happy because I don't like using oil most of the time. It makes a mess. Some dumbass was feeding backwards. Reverse the action. See, I was getting further away. There we go. See how it cuts a lot better now? Even though it's a crappy one. Still crappy. Here it's not very healthy. Pissed off cutter. But I don't care. It's cutting. Yeah, see, it didn't cut very good. Yeah, see the back cut? That's called chip load. See, when it leaves threads after you come back out, that's because this thing wasn't cut on the first pass. Very pissed off at me. Alright, let's try one of the other side of our surfaces. See if it's a cutter or if it's a metal. So that was that surface. We'll try this other one over here. Try this one over here. And this one's kind of dull. I saw a reflection. The tip of this is gone a little bit too, but it's better than the other one. Alright. Another 30 pass. How we engage it right here. Like that. See how it's actually making a chip now? It doesn't sound like it's grinding at all. A lot sharper. Camera's in my way now. The back here is almost nothing because it's actually cutting, not ripping. Okay, here is the chip I just made. Nice big chip. Now you shouldn't be playing with your chips because these are very sharp. They like to slice you and dice you up. Now if the metal's overheated, it'd be very brittle and it would break when I do this. But see, this is still cold. So I was cutting at the correct speed for once. So this is not very brittle, so now it hangs around, it's in my way. When it's nice and brittle, it breaks up and it's not in my way as much. Oh well. Alright, so now that piece has got a lot cleaner material than what it was, finish-wise. Alright, let's go measure what we got here. Get the micrometer out because I want to measure a little bit closer than what we've been doing. There we go. Linears are quick and simple. Mics are more accurate. Okay, so on the mic we're on a 10 right here on the dial. There's a high spot there. It's about 13. There's 8 over there. 8. Okay, so that means if we're in the ballpark of around, this has some solder, it's got brass on it. So we probably need to be a little bit smaller than this to fit in the handlebar, but for now initially we'll be on 10 on the dial, which is 840, no 8, we're 15 under, so it's 35, 835. What's the actual diameter though? Ooh, that was a little bit closer than expected. We're there. That's called roughing it in pretty close. See, we missed it by 5 thousandths. That's how close we were to junk. 5 thousandths. All right. We'll get a couple more thou. See the cuts with the chip load on it. Pretty light cut. Yeah, that was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to have at least 25 left to go. Not 5. Still low. I've also been down on the other side of the number I wanted to. So didn't be the first time, won't be the last. Well, didn't want to shut off quickly enough, so I'm going to be over length now probably. Nope, we're still okay. So what number are we at? Okay, we're at 61. Get a clean edge here. Length is just at 3/8 or just under it. Pretty close. Yeah, I think I'm just under it. Let's see what the fancy ass calipers measure. I think I was within about 3 thou. Alright, we were at 370. Oh, I missed it on 7 thou, so yeah, I missed it. I missed my number by 4 with my scale. Yes, I measured within 4 thou. I was wrong. Oh well. Getting old. Can't see as good. Used to be able to hold a couple thou pretty easy. Alright, so right now we're roughed in. What diameter are we roughed into? What did final cut out? Right at 10. 11 right there. Well, it's actually 10.5 and 9.5, so. Okay, I've got a sharp edge right here, so I can't measure the bar. Just going to file the edge off a little bit right here. A little chamfer. A radius deburrer. Okay. Got my handlebar here. Wrapped around the tripod, that's a good thing. You don't have that view. That view is bad. Okay, there's our bar. I got a nice sharp edge right here, gotta get rid of. It's be called a getting rid of edge tool. I'm holding the file at 45 degrees. Which gives me a 45-degree chamfer. You can hear the burr. It's too hard holding up that high. Keep going 90 degrees. Makes it flat. Okay, so the edge here is a lot less than it was. So I do about a 30-degree angle, a little bit steeper, or 60, depending on what direction you're measuring from. When you feel a burr still on there, that means you didn't cut enough off yet. That'd be over here. It looks pretty good, but it's still got a burr on it. This time it's hitting it flat. And cut the inside with a deburring tool. There, it's a nice hole. Alright, now I gotta see if it fits on the, over here on the part I just made. It'll go on. It'll go on tight, but it'll go on. Alright, so that means it'll fit. None of the stuff is round, so there. Okay, so where's my 3/8 dimension at? This we were 7 thou short on that dimension. I think so we measured. So gotta go in to correct that problem. Leave that oil before I spill it. I don't want to be spilling the oil. Okay, 70 right now to deburring. That shortened up a little bit. We're still 5 short. Dimension does not need to be on the money, but I don't know if you can read it, but it's 374.5. That's pretty close to 5. Just kind of roughing it in a little bit. Okay, now I got to put a groove on there for welding, or chamfer in this case. Just come in here and do a chamfer. forgot something. We didn't put the hole in the end of it. That requires us to drill a hole. So you gotta take out your center. You know, slam in your drill. See, that's why I balance this so you can spin it fast without shaking. Actually, Dad did that. He's more picky than I am. See, he balanced his hand crank. See, he got weights. See, he's got steel weights in here. Right here. Counteracts this. For your high-speed drilling. Yeah, that's Dad for you. Okay, so I gotta open this hole up. I need to put a 5/8 drill through this damn thing. Maybe this one here. First we gotta drill a smaller hole in there though. Kind of a pilot hole. Usually I use something small. This is a 1/2-inch drill. Not very small. It'll work for today though. Makes it real drill hard though. Look at this. Let me see, do I want to do a 1/2-inch hole? It's 5/8. Yeah, what the hell. I'll power it in there. We're on low speed, or medium speed. It'll be fine. We'll leave a little bit of yellow oil too to make everybody happy. Everybody likes it when I use oil. Makes smoke. Now we're cutting the hole. You guys bouncing around a little bit. When you get tired of the chips being long, you drop you back it up like that a little bit. The chips don't become too long. Usually when you see a hole come in here, it's time to back up the drill, get another plate on it. Okay, we got 6 inches material to cut, roughly. It's only 5 3/4. So where's 3 inches on the drill bit? That'll be halfway. 3 inches will be right about here, about 1 inch of the screw bit. Now the reason to go for both directions is now we got half a chance of the hole being centered. It can walk off to one side of the drill a little bit. It'll still try to follow the center, but it'll walk over. If you start the hole from both sides, it limits how much it walks. Nice sharp drill's working pretty good. And the oil does help. It also does smoke. I control what the chip's doing by how quick I'm cranking on the thing. This handle here controls how much load I put on it. You can hear it. When it's cutting good, feed it in pretty good. When it starts protesting, slow down. So this is a good speed right here. It's pretty good chip out. Pretty nice at this speed. It seems to be the sweet spot for the speed. So nice that chip's blown out. Pretty fast fast feed rate, but that's what it wants. I do realize I'm way past the oil right now. Chips are not coming out blue, it's coming out nice, it's not overheating yet. So this is definitely the speed it wants to be fed at. Going pretty quick, see? We're coming up in our depth. Top hole loaded up too. Alright, we're going to put right there. Yeah, that went pretty quick. I'd recommend not touching that bit right now. It might be a little bit warm. There's no oil left on that, it's dry. We went like 2 inches in one shot there. Okay, now we got to change the bit. I'll change this around to the other side. This is going to be hot. You know what I did? I made this on the wrong side. Dumbass. I think. Did I put the bad side or I cut the good side? I don't remember. No, I did the right side. Yeah. The whole thing's bad, that's the problem. Alright, so there's your hole. It's in there pretty deep. It's definitely hot. See, my fingers don't like holding on to this, it's kind of warm. See the smoke coming off my fingers? Alright, where's the bad spot at? Right there's a good spot. Alright. So now we already got the center drill over here. I'm going to go ahead and start the drill. See if we can find that sweet spot again it's happy with. I'll run this sucker all the way through. You have to get the center up first before you start laying into it. Okay, it's centered up. Now we start laying into it. Put the chip up. Now we're cutting full hole now. See how one flute's doing all the work? You got that little small chip on the top. A little small chip on the top is only coming off one side. The big fat chip is on the other side. See how it's taking over a 1/4 inch of material out there? How much that one flute is cutting. Okay, it's starting to protest right there. Protest means it's getting to be a little too much drag back here on the handle. And you can see the chip wasn't coming up too much anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and knock that off. Cool off everything a little bit there. The hole's not very deep. Okay. Run her back up in there. Okay, I'm going to calm the shop now. Get the cut, start laying into it whatever it wants. Find that sweet spot again. Slide my table there. Fast I'm turning it. Chip load it likes. Got the chips are not blue or yellow or anything, that means you're not getting a lot of heat. heat comes out with the chip. Okay, we're going through the hole right now. Okay, that's the hole on the other side now. There we go. High speed. Good. And we got chips on the floor down here. Trying to get away. Alright, we'll let that cool off a little bit. Oh, there we go. A nice big fat chip. But not overheated, not fractured. It was cutting. Actually working like it's supposed to. Doesn't happen very often around here. Okay, so now we got the half-inch hole in there, or whatever size this is. I think this is half-inch. Alright, so pull this out, clean it. See how the oil is smoking? Now oil burns at 400 to 500 degrees. That's how hot that is. See, I just had 3 flat spots to hold in the drill chuck. It helps keep it from spinning. Okay, that's a hot, hot drill. But not as hot as the blue one. Alright, so this one I'm going to use now, it's 5/8. See, this is turned down. Does not have the 3 spots on it. It likes to rotate. That's what these marks here are from, where it digs in to our chuck. Put it back in the same spot and let drag in. Okay, I'm going to pre-leave this hole here. Now that the hole's already all the way through, we can drill it straight through up from one side. The drill will tend to follow the hole that's in there. Not always, but it'll try to. Okay. Alright, so locked all in. Contact. We're going to get this thing to start, and then we'll just start pounding through, see what it wants. Pretty fast like the other one was. Maybe just a little faster, but gotten revolutions per minute here. See how it's got both chips cutting on, or both flutes cutting on this one. One's cut a little bit better than the other, but they're both cutting. Alright, we're on the spot here. High speed. So. Oh, too far. Bottomed out over there. Didn't pop it. Okay. I can either run this through, or I can stop and turn around and go from the other side. Go ahead and just run this thing through. That didn't help very much, but we'll go with it. Alright. Did it again. Drilling takes out the most metal of anything. Except for soft heading. That's pretty good. These chips are loaded up, it's not coming out right now. That means they're wadding up in the hole right now. I can feel it because I'm not cranking as fast. It's getting jerky in there, see? Okay, it's starting to load up. Time to stop. This doesn't want to come out now either. It's got yanking on it. We're trying to get it out. There it goes. The impacted chip. Screwed up the hole a little bit too when he does that. Alright. Try again. Okay, stop early. Pull the chips out. Wiggle them off. Turn that back in a little bit. Run it back in. There's no room for the chips to come out now, so you go plug that solid. The chips out to be going out the other side. No room to come out this side. So we're in there about this deep, so we're almost through. There it goes. Smoking hot deal, huh? Appears to be a hole in there. Okay. Go ahead and deburr it right now, so still all spinning. Might be hot. I will guarantee it's hot. Okay, this is the end of my handlebar, so I'm going to turn it a little bit more. Most of the heat was cut out, so you can actually hold on to it. Chips, the heat was coming out with the chips. It's still hot. Yeah, it's probably a good 150, 60 degrees right now, but I got good fingers, so I can hold on things a little bit. Definitely hotter on this end though. Okay, now we're going to look at the end of the hole and see how much it walks around. See how much the end of the hole kind of walked around on us a little bit there. And we drill all the way through. And that's how much it moved. Not too far off center. Pretty close. It didn't move much, just a little bit. Most of it's the lathe just bounced them down because it's not chucked up through. It actually held center pretty good. Okay, let me chamfer that edge right there. Okay. Let me clean my lathe here. Are you happy? That's how we clean it around here. Alright, so there's our finished product right now. Feel a little bit warm. Kind of feel on my fingers a little bit. Definitely getting warm. Knocks down a few degrees. I dropped about 20 degrees out of it. Maybe 30, about 20. It's getting colder though. It's equalizing. It was hottest right here. It's cooling off though. All right, let's see how far off center we were. So we take our calipers and measure it. That's 5. one under, 5, 6, just one under. So we're 7th thou off on that side. This one here we are at 182, 81, 81, 82, 83 right there. 83 is called it. Alright, so this is what, 3 thou. This is what, 6 thou. So this was 3 thou. This is the side we started from. This side is the side we draw all the way through. We doubled the air, so we went from 3 to 6, but 6 thou is still only 6 thou. Like I said, when you're spinning something like this, the drill tries to find center. It wants to be in the center. That's how these things work. Alright, so I got a nice chamfer right here to go against the handlebar. Let's grab the handlebar. Let's see what we got here. Over in the mill. Got more room over here in the mill. Long ass table. That's the difference. Okay, so here's our piece. So we wanted 4 3/8 inches minus the 16th. Okay, it looks like we're only minus about a 32nd. So let me measure it with this. Now I can shorten this up a little bit if I still want to. Nothing's keeping me from keeping it long. Okay, so instead of being 375, we're 355 in length. So we are a little bit on the long side. 315 is kind of where I was shooting for. Okay, so this needs to be shortened up about 30 thou, get us down at least 325-ish. Okay, so I can shorten this up a little bit and then deburr it. That's not too hard to do. Alright, and then our overall length, yeah, that was our overall length. So this here, we'll just beat into here, like that. And I can probably just put sleeve retainer Loctite on this thing and beat the thing in. It'll be good to go. I doubt if it'll come out. But I wouldn't trust it because I'm yanking on this thing pretty hard, drag racing it. So as you walk it back and forth, it will get loose. So I'm going to weld it. But it'll definitely beat in. Now this is the original wiring hole right here. So I'm going to beat it all the way. It'll go past this at about 1/8 of an inch. I can put some braze right through here to let it soak in. I'm also going to come over and put a hole over here somewhere else to let it kind of go in also, up here on the top. Probably you can see it. Now this here black mark, the throttle is going to sit on this part of the handlebar right here. So from this edge to the other side of this line, damn it, from this edge right here, just about a 16th pass where the weld is, to the other side of this dark line is where I'll put the throttle sleeve. So it'll clamp on the original handlebar, because this is going to be bigger than this by just a little bit. Bug. So that's what I'm planning on doing, because the throttle is going to clamp onto this. This is what the sleeve will be. This is thicker. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So for now I'm going to shorten this up a little bit, and we'll go back and do a little welding. So anyway, that's it for now.